Hello and welcome to your weekly episode of the Extra Chromosome Podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Man, and I'm here with Mike, the guy, and
Mhm.
Cheese. As usual, didn't show up, so we got a very good friend of the show here, Croc, with us.
Yo,
And you guys might remember him from a very shitty and forced episode we did a while ago with Dumbo. Well, he's back, and that's who we got with us today. So
Really? You thought it was
apparently,
shitty? I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, she said he didn't like Dumbo, and I didn't like that it was rushed. So,
I mean, Dumbo did a good job. He talked a lot. He
and
had a
she
lot of
said
good points.
that's what he hated the most. He was like, "This fucking foreigner keeps talking. I can't even get my
No, because I
typical
remember
black
saying
joke
like he was
in."
very eccentric because of he's foreign voice, and you're like, oh, I fucking hate foreigners.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think he was just getting scared by Dumbo. He saw his real life picture.
he looks
Dumbo is like a really strong looking mountain man.
Dumbo looks exactly like I thought he would. Like I don't know why you were so surprised, Mike. You're like, "Whoa, wow, you look cool, Dumbo. You look whoa." And I was like, "No,
Well,
I thought he looked like the Vsauce guy, and I was pretty accurate."
dude, I thought he was gonna be like some scrawny little like European kid, like
Oh,
he's gonna N-word, N-word. I thought he was gonna be like a little
well,
European, but no, he's like a 7 foot like mountain man who has like
I don't
sheep
know
and
about
stuff.
7 foot, but yeah, he's a little
Dude,
farmer.
he had to like crouch down into his like little hobbit house. What do you mean?
Yeah, because that was probably made for like people who are 5 foot, maybe 6.
He killed the family that used to go there.
Yeah, he's on the run assassin. But enough about Dumbo. You wanna get onto our week, or do we want to do articles?
Well, sure. Well, I mean, we should ask the guests how they're doing.
Yeah, how's your day doing, Croc?
Doing pretty good.
Nothing
Unfortunately, I don't have anything to plug. But yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll just plug the last guest stuff. He
Yeah.
had a lot to plug, so that will
Jerry
compensate.
Berry, he was on last week, and it was probably one of our favorite episodes, and one of the longest goddamn episodes, 2.5 hours. Like, jeez.
Was it longer than the Johnny episode? 'Cause I
Yeah,
know that
Johnny
one went
was
on
2
for a
hours.
while.
Yeah, his was
Ah,
229. Like, jeez.
229. Just nudged him out.
And the funniest thing was, like, I didn't like leave in like everything. It would have been at least like 240 something. But yeah, that was a fun episode.
decent amount of time.
Definitely in my top 3 episodes.
And apparently, Cheese blew up. Like, his bandwidth was just too much, and just can't make it today because his internet's dead.
I think it's just one of a new excuse of many. Cheese.
He can't reach his router to reset it.
Yeah, he can't reach the fuse box or whatever.
The router's on the shelf. He can't reach it.
And it's on like a 3-foot shelf. He's jumping and he still can't touch it.
I had to order a ladder from Amazon, guys. So I can't do it.
Well, you can't order it. The power's out. He has no Wi-Fi. He's stuck. But is he gonna mail order it?
Well, I mean, does he have a phone? Phones have internet.
That's true. Oh, yeah, he didn't want a hotspot. That was the thing he said. I guess he could order it to his phone. But do you want to talk about our days, Mike? Do you have anything insightful?
No, nothing insightful at all.
I don't think I have really anything insightful either. So we can get right onto these articles if you'd like.
All right, well, let's get on to the hot point right now. And I forgot to link this, unfortunately, because I'm an idiot. But Kanye West has been banned off Twitter, Instagram, and JP Morgan Bank. All because he said some really distasteful things. Essentially, he was telling P. Diddy, like, the Jews are going to use you to get through me, and you know what? I'm sick of this shit. And he just says, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jews. That's all he said. Like, I mean, DEFCON 3, this just means he's ready. What does DEFCON 3 mean? You guys know?
It's like a nuclear thing, right?
DEFCON is how our government reacts to certain.
Well, I know what that, but like,
threats.
what does the 3 mean? Like, does it mean like pull people out of their houses and shoot them?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to say there.
I don't know, but essentially he said that he doesn't want to get used and silenced by them because they control the media. And funnily enough, was the Jewish reaction was, man, this guy says we control the media and we're gonna silence him. Let's just go and ban his account and silence him on social media. And J.P. Morgan dropping him for unknown reasons, unspecified reasons, and they don't want to deal with his clothing line no more. So I mean, it's pretty wild. They got some many tweets from amazing people like let's say Sarah Silverman, which I could pull up right here. This is what Sarah Silverman said. Kanye threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter, and it's not even trending? Why do mostly only Jews speak up against Jewish hate? the silence is so loud. So she's lambasting like black people and everything, basically like, we stand up for you guys. Why don't you stand up for us?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Sam, what are your thoughts on this? I got another cool quote from somebody, and this is just hilarious. So go ahead.
Again, I'm not too surprised. I feel like although being black, you get like the number 3 like priority treatment. That's only number 3, and who's above you? Jews and trans. Like you're always gonna lose to them. I mean, being black can only get you so far, especially since Kanye is also a Trump supporter. That also probably brings him down in like the public opinion. So I'm really upset, our boy Kanye, going down. But
He didn't
I'm
say
not too
nothing like
surprised.
wild.
But he said he didn't want to be used by the Jews. That's wild enough.
I mean, that is pretty like, what the fuck?
And he was supporting white lives, so that's another negative. I mean, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, he's not just supporting white lives. He made a shirt and he wore it.
Yeah.
That says White Lives Matter. That's why people were upset.
It's really nothing to be upset about, unless he was doing it as like it's purely for what the fuck's it called? Parody. There, yeah. I mean, other than that, like if he genuinely thinks that should just be a legitimate stance. But I mean, you can't have that.
And I think the funniest thing is, so do you know who Jamie Lee Curtis is? I mean, maybe.
That sounds familiar.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she was in the Friday the 13th. No, it was Halloween, right?
Halloween.
She was in Halloween. She's that dumb old bitch in Glee. She just apparently was so sad about that. She started crying about it. That this is what she told people. I woke up to a person of tears. What are you doing? It's bad enough that fascism is on the rise around the world. Put on Twitter, on a portal to pour that in, as if Jewish people haven't had it hard enough. As if Asian people haven't had enough. I mean, it was just abhorrent. She goes on. And
When was this?
this was literally just like this week.
Yeah, I think I woke up crying too to finally realize my life does matter as well. Yeah, maybe that's what Jamie Lee Curtis is crying about. It's just like you woke up with a smile on your face. You felt like you mattered that day, and it was really nice.
Oh, and also, if you scroll through this article, the one I just posted about Jamie Lee Curtis, apparently some black people are standing up against Kanye too. The ones who don't want to lose their shit, like John Legend, or I think it was some other blank dude. I like how John Legend wrote, "Weird how all these free independent thinkers always land at the same old anti-blackness and anti-Semitism." Like, shut the fuck
Wait, was
up.
he anti-black or was he just pro-white?
Well, just he was pro-white.
So why is that automatically anti-black?
I don't know.
That's
It's
really
like
a
there's a yin and a yang. I mean, if I like yang, it doesn't mean
Yeah,
yin
but
is
okay,
fucking
so
shitty.
say I'm pro-Asian. What am I then? Anti-Mexican? Am I anti like fucking like what does that even have to do with
I
anything?
don't
I
know.
think it's more racist to think the opposite of black is white in a sense.
Or
To
like,
believe they're
one's
opposing
extinguished the
force.
other.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ignoring it being racist to just think one race is superior, but that aside, I can't have that, fascist talking to you. But am I wrong? Like, is it really fucked up to be like, oh yeah, the opposite of black people are white people? So saying you like white people is like saying you hate black people. That's stupid.
Yeah, but I like how this is the reaction though. It wasn't. He didn't even say like. I mean, if someone told me this, you know what? The Extra Chromosome Podcast. You know what? They're controlling the podcast world, and I'll not be silenced
The
by them, and I'm on
Podfather.
the standby. I wouldn't want to go and attack me. I'd be like, you know what? He fears me, and that's good enough.
And if
Like,
anything,
or would you want to take down his like? We want to like come down as the podcasting authority, Sam.
he put like he's like scared of Jewish people, like they're on DEFCON 3. Like so wouldn't that be like anti-white as well? Because like most Jewish people see themselves as white.
No, they don't. They not.
Or do they
They
see
used
themselves
to,
as
but not anymore.
well, they only see what they are to like help them through, because they're. I'm not gonna go do that joke. No one's gonna see the irony. But yeah,
No, you should.
eh,
I'm sure. Sure, it
eh,
won't be lost. Go ahead, Sam.
no, I don't know. But yeah, I mean it's kind of dumb. Like I don't know. I'm just gonna do the same fucking tangent I just went through. What were you gonna say?
So a quick definition for DEFCON 3. Increase in force and readiness above that required for normal readiness. So
Yeah,
you're ready for more force.
yeah. Use increase for more of that.
Deplatforming.
That Jewish deplatforming. Well, I mean, it's not like the Jews have been doing it recently. It's mostly the trans as of late. If I'm not wrong.
I like how this was a talking point for Sarah Silverman. That this is what some fucking random like idiot, nobody on Twitter thinks, and this is wild. Kanye West has more Twitter followers than there are Jews in the world. There's an estimated 14.8 million Jews, and he has over 30 million followers. American Jews are experiencing a historic rise in anti-Semitic incidents. His actions are extremely dangerous and must be called out.
There's 13.8 million Jews.
There's 14, so there's 15, but he has 30 million followers.
So that means in theory that all those Jews could be his followers, and they are supporting. You ever think of that, Sarah Silverman?
Yeah, but there's still 15 million there.
Yeah, he has 40 million.
Okay, so she said there's a rising crimes of anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
I don't think we've gotten like fire bombings in goddamn.
No.
What do they call the temples?
But I think they're still like recoiling from that one episode of The Sopranos where that one Jew guy was underhanded. I think that's the most recent like bad thing that's happened to them. Well, no.
I mean, every time I look, it's always like some Asian guy getting assaulted by a black dude, and I don't think that's really anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic.
Was it New Zealand where the synagogue was shot?
What's up, Pat?
So that would be anti-Semitic anyways. Just because you're not Jewish doesn't mean it's not anti-Semitic.
So every person who died in an article was of Jewish faith.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they're doing. Like every single person who dies, they just people like proclaim how Al Qaeda was like, yeah, we killed that guy. They're just like, yeah, that guy's a Jew. So this is kind of anti-Semitism. Here's a picture of him at the synagogue, and it's like poorly photoshopped. The rabbi blessed him actually. So
I was just thinking how most cops after they kill somebody they plant a gun on, they just plant a Star of David on them and like a roll of hundreds or something.
They plan.
Well, no, what did they do a roll of hundreds? Let's get
crazy.
They get a roll of pennies and they just put it on them or something.
Yeah, 3 rolls of pennies. He's about to buy a pot for $3.
Oh, Kroc, what's interesting? Jerry, or last guy had on. Those fuzzy hats those Jews have, those weird little hats?
The yarmulkes?
Yeah, but apparently there's some that are passed down.
And I know about the headdresses.
And they cost like 10, 15 grand. Did you know that?
Yes, I did actually.
If they're blessed, what the fuck? And they're stinky too. It's not like they get washed or anything.
Well, because you'd wash off the blessing.
Really?
Those anti-Semitic washing and drying machines we have nowadays. If you put it in the dryer, it'll mind the hat of the World War II.
So when all those homeless people are getting killed, they're actually Jewish, and they don't want to wash the blessing off of them.
Oh my God, yes, they have all their washed clothes that's been blessed. Fuck.
Yeah, that's why they don't. That's why they stick all those.
Yeah, no wonder they're just sitting around. They're like, if I go into a house, it might unbless my clothes. Maybe there's more Jews than we thought. Maybe there's not. Maybe Kanye does have every single Jew in his
Man, dude, Skid Row is just the most it's like a little Israel, dude, apparently.
The homeless shelter is a synagogue, actually, when you really open your eyes to it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I just think it's weird that their response to being feared is to immediately fucking take away everything from them. Poor Kanye, man.
I mean, that's everyone. I don't know. I'm surprised it happened to someone so high, as well known as Kanye. But I'm kind of
ever since Kanye was on the Trump train, I guess that's when he became unliked. Because remember, Snoop Dogg was making a video saying you ain't black no more and stuff.
And
some
Snoop
other
Dogg does a
people.
lot of things.
A lot of people in the industry were like, "You're not black no more, Kanye."
I remember when Snoop Dogg called all the new rap dog shit, and now he's partnering on albums with them.
Yeah, he still wants to make money.
Yeah,
he's trying to make them sound slightly better. That's why.
I love Snoop Dogg, but he'll walk back on anything.
Nah, Snoop Dogg. All he does now is just stream on Twitch and forgets to plug in his mic.
Yeah, and he's still doing guerrilla collaborations. He doesn't really care.
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He's doing Gorillaz collaborations still.
Oh, Gorillaz. The band?
Yeah.
Well, okay, why didn't you say that?
I'm just saying he doesn't care about the music quality because the new Gorillaz is dog shit.
That's a controversial opinion.
That's a true opinion. I don't care if it's controversial. I only speak facts.
Because they're always bad. It didn't matter.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, well, I guess I'm done with this topic. Do you guys have anything to add about good old Kanye's life?
I really like in Paris and what was the other one? Mercy. So I feel real sad that Kanye is losing the platform.
All right, Sam, you got a topic for us?
Yeah, sure. I got another one about a slighted idol in history. If you want to go to that one,
Sure.
it's our boy. I'll link it. Mike, you saw the Channel 5 interview with Alex Jones, right?
No, yeah, he's getting sued more, right? Is this what it
Yeah.
is?
Croc, I don't know if you know, but Alex Jones is basically he's being sued by the families of Sandy Hook because
Yeah.
they're claiming emotional and physical damages because on his show he kept saying that some of them are crisis actors and not that many kids died actually because he thinks the whole thing was a setup. Something roughly like that. You know, I'm no Alex Jones follower, but I am an Alex Jones case follower. And I guess he's being paid $1 billion. And on his Channel 5 interview, he's like fucking mentally broken, dude. Like he doesn't care anymore. I don't know what the fuck they did to him. Like he was just shouting at the interviewer guy. He's like, "No, I did it. Yeah, apparently I did it. I did it. I killed them all. That's the reason why I should be being sued. Yep, it was me. I killed those Sandy Hook kids." Like I feel bad for him, right? And now he's getting he lost his kids like 2 years ago, right?
And he lost the money in a divorce settlement, yeah.
Yeah, and he lost money in divorce settlement. Now he has to pay all this. Jesus Christ! Like let this man live. Like what is he doing? You know how like deplatformed this guy is? It's like imagine if like someone had like a little fuck you sign and it was buried between like 20 like feet of dirt. And you dug all that dirt and you got really upset that you found a fucking fuck you sign. So you sued him for $1 billion. That doesn't make sense to me. This guy, he's not a high platform person. Like you don't see him in ads. You don't see him on YouTube. You can barely find him on Google. He has to have his own website for InfoWars. Like how do people find out about it? And how much they dug for it? It seems like they're just looking to like find out like, oh my God, this guy's talking shit about me. Holy shit.
See, my problem with this is, that's funny. Me and my girlfriend just had an argument about this earlier. It was, Lizzo. She's a fat pig, whatever.
Yeah.
But Lizzo herself, she doesn't seem like she really cares that much if like someone calls her a big fatty, because Kanye called her like a big fat pig who thinks she's healthy or something, and Lizzo was like, that's fine, whatever, I don't care. Like that's the best response. But Lizzo's fans are the type that will cancel you and do everything ridiculous under the sun. But you see, like, they do wild shit, but of course someone like that's not going to get affected by it. Alex Jones, he just says some wacky shit, and then I guess all the retard tinfoil head people harass those people or hurt other people's feelings. I don't think he should be held responsible by something he said that he fucking is clearly doesn't mean. It's like, it's all like shock value. Like, you really think there's interdimensional fucking lizards coming from space? You think he really believes that shit?
And isn't there a thing like on the internet that like you can't be responsible for what all your users like do?
Yeah, because
like,
because that's like the dumbest thing. Like if you say like, well, you have a fan base and you should be held accountable for them. Like how that's what Sir Silverman was trying to point at, like to Kanye. Like Kanye has all these like people with these Yeezys. They're gonna like transform into like a fucking mech suit ready to kill fucking Jews on
symbol to swastika.
Yeah, like it's gonna like glow and just like fucking transform. Like that shit ain't gonna happen. And even if it did happen, Kanye is not. He just said some dumb shit, and if some fucking random dude takes that seriously, then, I mean, that's on him.
Yeah, like I don't ever get the fucking point that you should like control your fans. Just like control what you say, maybe. Like to them, because like fans are fucking.
Well, if I said Jews are evil,
yeah,
they're like, you know what? Mike said Jews are evil. Like
well,
whatever. I mean, that's the thing. But then if I said, oh, you know what, guys, we need to go out there and all go kill some fucking Jews.
Don't say anything like that, because like
then what people do is like, okay,
well, yeah, then you're responsible. Yeah, because you're telling him to do that. Did anyone? I again, I'm not an Alex Jones follower, but I doubt he said, go harass these parents. Because,
no, he didn't.
Yeah, they're crisis actors. I doubt he said, go to their little grave and like,
dig them up.
Yes, dig them up, find the bodies, see if they're real. Yeah, I doubt he said
These
that.
These are chicken bones. They're not real bones.
I was on the ground floor. I looked into the dirt. I grabbed through the soil, and they had chicken bones. These weren't baby bones. I'm telling you right now.
I killed a baby before. I know what babies look like.
I've also killed a chicken, and I know what those bones look like.
What are you gonna say, Kroc?
I was gonna say, so how long after did he talk about this family?
Because, dude, like he talked about Sandy Hook. What was it? Was that 2014? And now they're hurt about it and want to do something about it.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, how long has it been since then? I mean, I understand you lost your kid, in a shooting, but how long has it been that people are people if people were harassing from his show?
2013.
Sure, that's annoying.
It's 2013.
It's a long time ago. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the suing.
No. I mean, like, if my kid got like fucking dusted in a thing and it told wasn't real, I'm like, man, I sure wish it wasn't either. Like whatever. Like,
I'll be on the Alex Jones train.
I don't know. We just need like someone just to lie and say like, yeah, my kid was fake.
He didn't exist.
No, but I think it's really stupid just to like, why now? I think the only reason why is because because it was his whole divorce thing, and people just want to pile on up more. I think that's all it is. They just want to pile on him for now. It's just retarded. And if you're going to, I think it's funny because what is this thing called? InfoWars. I don't think everyone has gotten any news or like believe anything that's on InfoWars.
I believe some people do.
I mean, yeah, the fucking insane people, but there's also insane people who like believe the fucking moon's made out of cheese. Like, would you be responsible if you like the guy who made a cartoon, the first guy who made a cartoon that's showed like I think it was Tom and Jerry. They went up into space and there was like cheese there, and then a bunch of people made like the cheese cult and just shot a rocket into space and killed like thousands of people because they thought the moon was made out of cheese. Should they be held responsible for that?
Yeah, they would hold them responsible. Nowadays, they would hold them responsible.
Yeah, I just think
they would track down his next of kin and sue the fuck out of them. Yeah.
I hate to be that guy, but
I don't really give a shit about Alex Jones either way. But I mean, it feels like it's been a long time.
Yeah, like it's like even if you don't like him, it's like really, guys, like why now? Like wouldn't you the day of you being harassed be like, I'm gonna fucking sue this asshole, not like 10 years later you're like, you know what? I need some money, and everyone came.
I mean, good on them. They won money.
Now he really believes he is.
Life is priceless. I'm gonna sue for all I can.
Dude, your kid's
even though no amount of money will bring back how much his kid was worth to me.
Like, how much does a Chinese kid go for in like Thailand? Like what, $500? Like, that's the most you get.
Yeah, we want to replace him, motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll give him like a little Chinese kid.
Yeah, instead of suing him for $1 billion, Alex Jones has to go to like Taiwan and buy those like child prostitutes and give him a good family home. Give him
no, you know what I was thinking about? I was just thinking like Alex Jones has to, like, I don't know how many kids died during that mass Sandy Hook shooting.
Like a couple hundred, give or take.
A couple hundred,
Dude, there's like fucking 500 kids at a school.
20 children and 6 staff.
28 children.
What it says according.
Wait, so 28 children? That's it? Okay.
Relatives with 20 children and 6 staff members.
Yeah, well, who gives a shit about the staff members? So 20 children. So all I'm hearing is Alex Jones has to impregnate 20 women, and he has to hand those babies over to them, and they get a new child. That's I think.
Because they have to be the same age as when they lost them. So like 10 to 12.
Start over. Your kid's right dumb anyway.
I just like I said, buy the children prostitutes, give them a good life, and there you go. You're solving 2 problems: child prostitution, and that these people have no kid that they're constantly like fucking dragging money out of.
And trust me, this kid will do his homework because he wants to learn. Think about that. Your last kid's probably sucked ass.
The brothel. Huh?
I think that's a really good idea, but sure.
We make the best solutions.
Only the best for Alex Jones.
I only got one more left, so you're gonna suck the last out of me, or what are you doing?
Oh, no. There's an article here about this. Sorry,
I've never heard about this.
Smokey the Bear is now heading for retirement, boys. It is now a furry replacing Smokey Bear.
I mean, like, what was the old ads? Like, if you fuck up the forest, this bear's gonna fucking come and kill you. Like, what's this fox gonna do?
He's gonna fucking rape you? He's gonna groom your kids?
He's gonna... No, furries do scare me, though. Furries, like, in real life, like, around kids, scare the fuck out of me. Because, like, they always pretend to be little mascots, and it's unnerving. Like, you're not a mascot, you're just deranged.
Alright, so let me describe this to the audience. So, Smokey Bear, he's a bear, he has a hat and some jeans. They're replacing him by a fox that looks like Pikachu with like a handkerchief of like a house on fire. Like that's the
That's
best way I
just a
could describe it.
fire. There's no house.
No, look inside. Look inside that handkerchief.
It's
Is
a
like a little
house.
house on fire.
Oh, I see the little angles. Wow, that's amazing.
And like Smokey Bear, he's big, he's broken, and they have some weird little guy in there.
Yeah,
And
he's like big, burly, shirtless, like a gay man icon, definitely. Now we're going for like the twink gay men. Like, are they trying to get all the audience?
well, it's this little lad called Ember the Fox.
Excellent.
So what I'm thinking is like, what would be his catchphrase? Like Smokey Bear was only you can prevent forest fires. Like what Ember the
It's
Fox?
same.
Like even an ember can lead to child porn. Like
Well, no, it's not like Smokey Bear's catchphrase like did anything with him being Smokey or a bear. It's just only you can prevent forest fires. I assume
yeah,
it's the
but
same
from
thing.
only you can prevent forest fires too. Like only
Why does like
you.
Ember have to? Yeah,
Only
only
you
you
can-
have to can prevent forest fires.
You can prevent the forest fires, silly.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. Too much pride, dude. Gay boys. Thank you for
And-
taking one, Mike.
Just terrible, man. He just
Man, that
just-
woman's really fat. Is she pregnant? I'm looking at the one to his right. Is like has a humongous stomach.
Well, yeah, because look at this. You see Smokey Bear, he probably just cucked this guy and stole his wife and impregnated that woman. And we see Ember here just chilling with some gay looking dude. It's like,
He's like
there's
a-
already a huge contrast. Like, who
I
cares?
feel like Smokey Bear really gave that like threatening, like Chad energy. He's like a lumberjack.
Yeah, because
you
he's
know?
like serious. He's like, it's a serious problem. Fucking fix
Yeah.
some fires. And here's fucking Ember the Fox just with his hands on his hips, like, all right, guys, we can do it.
And you know what I don't like? The nudity that Ember the Fox has. Smokey the Bear has pants at least, implying
I
that
didn't
he
think
has
of
to
that.
cover up. This thing's only wearing a fucking handkerchief around its neck.
I mean, yeah, clearly, at least he has some decency.
What message is this sending to the kids? It's horrible.
Put on a handkerchief before you leave.
It's only wearing a handkerchief. Like
He probably just takes that
disgusting.
off to stuff it in kids' mouths so they don't
They
scream.
can't scream. The little blindfold. We're gonna go stop a forest fire.
You know what I didn't
Not
find
an
in this
Ember
article?
fan.
I don't know if Ember the Fox. I don't know their pronouns. This is really bothering me, guys.
Fuck, that's true.
Because
We
with
could
Ember
be
the Fox is a
misgendering
woman,
this Fox. It's a Zer.
I guess we could put our own pronouns into him. Like he's like the avatar. We make him as we will.
Or disrespect to Smokey the Bear's legacy.
I
Yeah,
actually got a
John's
real
one.
article here. That was just kind of
okay.
like a one-off. I'm sorry about that.
I forgive you, but don't do it again.
All right. So now this is hilarious. I'll read this. This is pretty good. Or Croc, do you want to read this? Because this is pretty good.
Alright, I'll read it. Twitch bans Russian channel that burns gas to troll the world. Russian Gas One spent the last few days burning gas and bragging about it. Now they're banned from Twitch. The Twitch account Russian Gas One, a 24/7 feed of a stovetop burning gas to troll NATO, has been banned from Twitch due to violation of Twitch's community guidelines or terms of service. Twitch did not immediately return Motherboard's request, comment about why the account was banned.
Because of that gas pipe that blew up in Europe. And I know places like Denmark and a lot of other places in Europe are suffering without gas. In fact, I was going to bring in something about French people. Apparently in France, it's really bad. Some people are just fighting each other at gas stations and shit because some people are just getting the last of the gas and stuff. And so this hero comes along and just shows off his awesome stove, just turns on the fire, and it's like, why you get banned for that? Come on. How do you know he just didn't want to just check out his new flame? Come on.
I like how he put the price. It's €1.4 a month, and he's just burning it every day. That's great. Yeah, just get a new president in. He'll immediately decide with the Russians. The only reason why we're on the Ukraine side is because of the laptop that doesn't exist. It saddens me.
I don't know why we're now getting involved in Russia, thing, because I hear Russia's losing or whatever, and they're like, oh, well, that's cool, you guys are fighting them off, and then they're like, well, we're gonna need some more help. In fact, it was funny, so apparently, Elon Musk recently, he, I guess he, offered to do something with Ukraine. He's like, hey, Ukraine, I'll do something for you, something with his, some of his satellites or something, and they're like, oh, no, fuck you, we don't trust you, because, you have connections with Putin's, you're probably gonna spy or do whatever. And he's like, all right, well, then I won't. And then recently they said, you know what? Ukraine requested a link to Starlink so they could see Russian things and stuff. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that. And now he's like, oh, he's fucking against Ukraine. He's controlling the tide of the war now. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. But it sounds like he's being a true neutral.
That's the worst part. People always shit on Elon Musk for trying to do some like things. Remember those dumb kids got trapped in a cave that was flooding, and he was like, "Hey guys, what if I build like a submarine?"
Man.
And people were like, "You're a fucking idiot, dude. You're gonna fucking make a submarine.
Why are you pretending to care about those kids in the
You fucking loser. Who gives a
Like
shit?"
that's not what they do on a daily basis. They just virtue signal and put prayers and
Yeah, and he's like, like even if it's like a shittiest fucking submarine, who gives a shit? At least he's trying, dude. And he's trying to do something else if you're just like shit on like, fuck you, Elon Musk, you piece of shit.
You're a Putin supporter.
Yeah, this is war, and he's like, oh, fuck you, Putin supporter. Actually, bro, could you handle stuff? I'm like, he's like, nah, it's all good.
Yeah, us here at the Extra Chromosome Podcast see Putin as a short king, so you can add us later. But
Kroc, you don't understand. Like, so the more we've been learning about Russia, the more it's been getting great. Did you know that apparently McDonald's, also virtue signaled and they pulled out of Russia? But the thing is,
taken over.
But they left their restaurants behind, and they just continued it. They made their own McDonald's with all their stuff and all their ingredients and stuff. It's just McDonald's, but call something else.
We called that. It was amazing.
And they were mad. They were saying like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And they want their stuff back. And food's like, "Nope."
We predicted it.
I mean, it's no different than the U.S. pulling out of the Middle East and leaving all their shit there.
Yeah, I mean, those are guns though, dude. It's McDonald's though.
I mean, they're both killing American people.
Yeah, that is true. What a little Russian hero. All right, Sam. I guess you could take us into a topic.
Yeah, I'll bring you into this fucking topic.
I hate this fucking cricket. I don't know if you heard. I keep like throwing stuff in like it's a direct like at my window. It like stops for a second.
Wow, you're only gonna break your window.
No, it's a screen.
All right, so I posted right here. It's I heard about this, but it's honestly, so you guys don't say I'm a fucking riffer. I put the article in there. VTubers banned from YouTube for streaming Splatoon 3 porn. So what they did was they would make like the enemy ink color green or something, and then they would green screen like porn, like in the background of the ink, and that's how they would stream it. And that's what like this whole like it wasn't just one VTuber or like a group of VTubers. It was like the whole company. So the whole company is banned, and Nintendo is threatening legal action because I guess they're streaming it and they don't want people to think that's what their game is used for.
Yeah, I've seen this. So you understand it. So what it is a bunch of Japanese streamers. They like have it. So it's the do not get banned like challenge. Essentially, is so you're good. Like you're good enough, so like they don't cover up the whole map and show porn. So you have to be constantly on their ass. So it's like a skill check. Like, dude, if you're not good, you're gonna get banned off Twitch. So it's like the do not get banned off Twitch challenge, and they're just showing like Japanese porn.
No, it's YouTube, not
YouTube.
Twitch.
Twitch? Oh, I thought it was Twitch.
Nah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, if you look in the article, there's some Twitter clips of like them playing.
Yeah, I see,
like you just see a woman getting fucking railed like within the fucking like ink spots.
Oh, I see.
And on the other one, you just see a whole woman's ass for like 30 whole minutes. Yeah, so Nintendo's gonna sue them or something. Good old Nintendo.
Fucking Nintendo can have no fun.
When I first read the article, I thought it was Splatoon porn, like the little inklings getting inked all over, but no, it's just regular porn. According to these Twitter things, maybe they didn't want to get sued by Nintendo too. But it's it's ingenuitive. Like, can you do this on the other ones? Like, is there no green color up till now? Did they fuck up? Like,
I have no idea, man. I haven't played Splatoon. I still haven't even played the first one. What's funny is all the people who have played Splatoon are usually kind of like weirdos because I want to play Splatoon. I remember when I first started, like, this looks fun, but like that's all as far as I went with it. Like, I can't. Like, I mean, I've bought some like stupid looking games in person, but I don't think I could buy Splatoon in person.
I think
because now it has like a stigma to it. Because when I think of like, if you buy Pokemon, I'm like, okay, he's just some nostalgic ass dude. Wants to see what the new thing is, complain about it. But if I see a grown man now going to Splatoon, it's like, yeah, that guy is in here for the cunny. That is why he's buying it. Because all this, I just think of like all the degenerate people who post Splatoon porn all the time. You get me, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It was a little weird to buy
like
it now.
Impact fans. It's because I think it's just it's kind of weird when you play a game that it's just mostly like kids as like the main characters. Like I get like the people who make it. It's like, oh yeah, kids will play it, like with your Splatoon and your Pokemon. But then you have the people who are like anywhere from like 15 to older who are like just jacking off to these characters because like it's what they play or something, and it's
Especially
just
when
like
it comes to
known
like
in their head.
even anime games, it's like, well, like when you see like, okay, so if you see like some guy walk in and he buys Naruto, he's like, oh, I guess this guy likes to fight. Sometimes you don't think that he's jerking off to like Hinata or whatever, or Dragon Ball Z or whatever. But when you see a guy walk in and he gets like a Tales from Symphonia or Tales from whatever those weird little games that have like a little underage little critter on it, you're like, this guy might be doing something. That's how I feel about Splatoon. It looks fun, but like I don't know, man. Like, even if I digitally download it, it's like it's gonna be there, and someone's gonna look at your place like, "Hey, Mike, why are you playing Splatoon over there? You're gonna start menu for 10 hours? What happened?"
It's the thing. It's the thing I was telling you guys about earlier in our messages because I was on the YouTube for Pokemon, and Pokemon had not the most recent one, but the previous one. They had a promo out, and it showed like this character, this girl character who is like one of the evil bosses of the school, because now they're not even fucking putting it up to like artist's interpretation or anything. They're like, all right, these are literally kids at a school. Most of these people here are kids at a school. You're fighting the school bully. She is a kid. And then all the comments under are like, God damn, fuck, not enough right now. Man, Nintendo really knows their audience. And shut the fuck up! Stop! The audience isn't Coomers, the audience is like 10-year-olds. Stop it.
Maybe you didn't hear the silent audio in the video that said she's of college age.
It's like
they put it like a little disclaimer at the bottom.
No, like this is clearly like a child. And all the fucking comments on the YouTube community page, like, oh yeah, well, I can't really bust into this one. It's just, it's fucking it's disturbing. It's nasty. I don't like it.
But have you ever went to a store embarrassed to buy something? Like you want something, but you're kind of like this, like
all the time. Not even even if it's not for myself. Every single time because I remember I bought like Pokemon cards for my sister, and I was like fucking shaking nervous because I thought I looked this fucking dumb and childish. It's like, it's not for me. And I was like fucking like sweating, shaking, giving him like my money.
Sweaty ass money.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't even do eye contact.
You look like you're buying it for like a little well, I mean, you are buying it for an underage girl, but they don't know the reasons why. Not because she's your sister. Like, it wasn't like look at this sweaty ass fucking creepy dude walking in with these Pokemon cards.
It wasn't a little. Well, they probably didn't think anything of it because most people think I'm 16, so I probably got it. They were like, "What the fuck? Is he just scared or something?" But
is he stealing something?
No, is he scared or something? Like, is he terrified or?
Security always tends to think you're stealing something when you're nervous.
There's no security at GameStop. What is security?
Oh, you went to GameStop.
Yeah, it's like right by my house. I just walk over there.
I mean, you know what? I'm trying to think of stuff I ever found anything else. Not really, because even when I bought like amiibos, like I didn't really give a shit because like it's like whatever's for me. But like if if I bought an amiibo character of like like Cloud or something, like if I bought like a really lame character, I'd feel nervous about because like. I got a couple of like a Kirby or something or Mario. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with this, but it can't be something that you look at this guy and like, oh, this guy's gonna fucking hot glue this shit,
Yeah, who's gonna put that in a jar?
Or Princess Peach going in a jar. But I can't think of things where I can really go in and because I mean I've bought like kids to. No, that's not true. I remember I had to buy someone's like. It was someone's kid's birthday, and I remember having to go into like me, a 20-year-old dude, who looks like he's hungover. Is like, oh, I'm buying this kid's toy, and like buying like a little girl toy. Like I don't know, I don't know. I don't. It just feels weird. It's embarrassing, and you're like, oh, look at this fucking freak buying it. Because I don't like pull off like, oh, this guy probably has a kid. Like, Kroc, do you feel comfortable buying like I don't know like little girls' toys? I know you have like nieces and stuff. Like you go in by yourself and go buy.
I mean, not really because I have nieces, but I mean, if I didn't have nieces, then I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, but like
I don't know why I'm in here
people don't know
anyways.
that. People don't know that. But you should walk in. Isn't there like a bit of nervousness?
Well, that's why they have self checkout. You just go through that. That way you don't have to deal with people.
But there's like some mom staring at you, like, look at this sick fuck. Because Croc, you don't look like the kind of a guy who, like, I think if you just think of like some like nerdy dude, I don't think you're really like, someone's. Oh, look at that. The dad's buying the kid a toy. I don't think that. Like, I'm just like, oh, look at this fucking dork. Me, yeah, especially if you're like, oh, look at this fucking rapist.
Going with the fucking scraggly beard.
Scraggly beard, his fucking poofy head. But yeah, Splatoon, man.
Stop jacking off to like games with underage characters. Just stop it, please.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, if you get anything from this, just stop that. Make me okay with playing my game. Stop. Okay, at least stop commenting that you do it in like public channels. At least do that. All right, bare minimum. All right. I want to be able to read YouTube comments and not see that anymore.
You know what's funnily enough is I got a story. I remember when me and Croc I forgot what it was. It was like some place that sells CDs at the time, and me and him were like kind of like in like the video section, and there's some like hentai or there or whatever. And then me and Croc, we joke like, "Hey, look at that! Some guy fucking jerks off to that." And the guy's like, "What's wrong with that?" Like,
oh god, that dude is fucking gross.
And he's like, "Come on, bro." I was like, "Look at that, bro." She's like, "Oh, like Oni-chan, dude." Like, because there's like you can sense someone's being ironic, and he's like, "Yeah, good. Look at her, dude. Like, she's cute. Like, come on, we all know why we're here, bro. Like, look at her. Like, she's really cute." And I remember Croc, I was like, "Nah, dude." He's like, I just walked away from him and like left Croc with this fucking guy. He was like describing things to him, and he's like, "Come on, bro. Like, don't be like that. Come on, we're all guys here." It's like, no, dude. I don't want to be associated with you. Like, if you do jerk off, dude, just grab your hentai and run, dude. I don't like that this guy was so comfortable talking to some guys about how cute some fucking girl looked on a hentai and like jerks off to it.
It wasn't a very comfortable experience. He just.
You're with him the longest, Croc. I don't know what he told you.
He gave out the vibe that he's in the closet about something with his trench coat.
A lot of these people just are very unself-aware. It baffles me, dude.
That is true.
You see, I wonder sometimes when I'm talking to some idiot on the internet, I kind of question, does he do that in person? Because I sometimes, like me, obviously I don't talk like an idiot in person, or like if I'm at my job, I'm not like, whoa, look at this, bro. Like I'm not doing that, but I think of idiots who like Cheese, yes, specifically who say like racist things to his coworkers.
Yes. These are actually okay. Look, that's not a bit. All right. Out of all the bits we've done, this is not a bit. He is proud of this fact. He does this. This is something he does.
Yeah, man.
Like, we're tearing back the curtain. All right. This is uncut right here. Okay. No lies. No bits. Oh my goodness.
You done with your article, yeah?
Yeah, I'm done on this article.
If you're playing fucking Splatoon and you think it's good, like
I kind of like the game, but I mean,
like the game and don't tell me about it, because I'm immediately gonna associate you with being a fucking pedophile, dude.
It's kind of weird. Or
Croc,
like,
do you like Splatoon?
I don't like the characters or something. Like, just like
gameplay is fun. I play the game for the game, not fucking. I don't give a shit about the characters.
But
yeah,
like they have the squid girls, like the little divas that everyone talks about. And they always do the anime mouth face, though. Like they're about to.
Yeah, that face. Yeah. The fuck of a hurl face. That one. Is that sexually appealing to you?
Getting slime all over those girls,
I don't know. They're gonna make a mod where like the paint is white, and then they're just gonna fucking play that game.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
At least this was a nice short little episode. You want to wrap up, or would you guys want to keep going? I think I'm pretty much done here.
I'm out of articles. I can't do another one.
I was just going off your guys' articles. I don't have anything.
Right, well, I guess we're done here.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for filling in for Cheese, by the way, Croc.
Of course.
On a short notice too. It's like, well, we need some guy.
I mean, it's better than nothing. I had nothing better to do.
Maybe we'll have questions for Croc. Maybe next time we need like give him some like hard hitting questions.
Really,
like what's his favorite squid girl?
Yeah.
Next time maybe. Well, I guess I'll take us out since you opened us up. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Extra Chromosome Podcast. It's been me, Mike, Sam the Man, and good old Croc. And I talk about him sometimes on the show, and he has nothing to plug. So, do you have anything to plug?
Nope.
His league.
Oh yeah, if you're playing League of Legends, you better watch out because he's a high gold.
Hey, he's high gold. He's going for that plat all October. You know.
Oh yeah. Bye guys.
See ya.
Easy.
Make a fool of yourself. Then maybe you'll listen to your conscience.
Have fun editing out that cricket, by the way. You're gonna have to cut like. By the way, you're gonna have to cut like.